Stop number 27 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia for the running of the Toyota Care 400. As we are 26 races in the books and 10 races are left to go, so that means the road to the championship is underway here. I guess you might say the season's now running the far turn and heading for home. As we are getting down to the nitty-gritty on this season, and so let's see what happens here today. As we are down to, like I said, we're just down to it here for the season, and here's starting. So we'll tell you how the season's going to end. The rest of the season's going to end up here as the race gets, as we're about to get the starting line for today's running event. On the pole, it is Jessica Shelton, number 94, the McDonald's Ford, 3-time winner this season, and also third place in the points, I think, coming in this event. Maybe second, I'm not sure whichever, but anyway, she's on the pole for today's event. On the pole, alongside of her is Kyle Matthews, winner at Rockingham this season, car number 42, the Silver Bullet. Row number 2 is Dylan Young in car number 2, the Miller Ford, winner this season at Watkins Glen, and Jesse Turner's alongside number 19. Third row has the second Michigan winner, Joshua Collar, number 43, the STP Pontiac, and Charles Sanford, 2-time winner this season at number 41. He won the Daytona 500, and he also won the night race at Bristol. The fourth row, a great qualifying run for Jordan Lopez, number 90, the Heilig Myers Ford, and car number 88, the Quality Care Service Ford Credit Ford Thunderbird of Cat Batson, 3-time winner this season. Fifth row has Alexander Rowan, number 1, the Hooters Full Pontiac, and Becca Tellier's alongside the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. Next row down has William Brock at number 4, the Kodak Film Chevrolet, and beside him will be number 5, the Kellogg's Cornflake Chevrolet of Phil Parker. Brock was the winner this season at California. Next row down has Mike Becker in car number 7, the QVC Ford, and beside him will be Dylan Poteet in number 22. Next row down has Patrick Smith in number 11 in the Lowe's Ford, and beside him will be Ashland Boyd. His car number is 9. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, 2-time winner this season in number 37, the Little Caesars Kmart Ford, winner this season at the North Wilkesboro, and also the Brickyard 400, and also is the new points leader coming into this event as well. He'll be alongside Audra Baranauskas in a Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30. Next row down has number 29, Zachary Fitzwater, and beside him, number 17, Shane Lake. Next row down has Kev Shearer, number 71, the Prodigy Chevrolet, and Jack Lagsy, number 87, the Burger King Chevrolet. Next row down has Keith Batson, car 28, Texaco Haviland Ford, and beside him will be car number 18, Paul Minnick, the winner of the season at Bristol, the first race at Bristol, I should say, as well. Next row down has Jonathan Sorlin, number 44, in the Phoenix Racing Chevrolet, and Ryan Acosta, number 10, the Tide Ford. Next row down has Jason Haywood in car 21, the Citgo Ford, and car number 23, that is Ryan George, alongside Haywood, by the way, the winner of the last race on the tour at Darlington in the Southern 500. Next row down is Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3, winner this season at Atlanta and also at the Burke Lakefront Airport at Cleveland. And he's alongside number 75, Quentin Moore, in the Remington Arms Ford, coming off a 10th place run down in Darlington. Next row down has car 25, Kyle Langland, the Budweiser Chevrolet, and number 77, Chelsea Bowles, in the Jasper Engines Ford. Next row down has number 33, Al Legacy, winner at Las Vegas, and number 81, Nick Baxter. Next row down, Michael Whitman in car 24, the DuPont Chevrolet, and Preston Dive Bomb City Plord in number 15. Next row down has car number 98, Max Anderson in the RCA Ford, and JT Bryant in car number 12. Next row down has Johnny Gardner, winner this season at Pocono in the Family Channel Prime Star Ford, and number 8, that is the car of Glenn Duhit. And starting shotgun in the field is Levi McIntyre, going for the Richmond Sweep in car number 99, the XI Barriers Ford. He is also a 5-time winner this season as well. So here comes the command of Fire the Engines here at Richmond.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Commands moving in the Fire the Engines as we get set for racing here today on this 3/4 mile racetrack in Richmond, Virginia. Excuse me. We got quite a points battle coming into this event as well. Let's remember Joshua Osborne took the points away after from Levi McIntyre after the race at Richmond, after the race at Darlington, excuse me. And so McIntyre has been struggling a little bit in the last couple of races, but he hopes to get back into contention, obviously, to try to run for the championship. But he can feel the challenge from Joshua Osborne and the woman on the pole, Jessica Shelton. I don't mean it in that way, by the way. So anyway, as the field comes off coming forward, the green flag is out, and the Toyota Care 400 is on. We should mention both of our front row starters, Shelton and Matthews, have our in-car cameras in today's event, as well as the car of Cole Deaver will have the in-car camera as well. Shelton leads the first lap of the race here, as she has won here at Richmond before, but it was in the first race at Richmond the season. Matthews dropping back just a little bit, so now Dylan Young's in second position. Third is Joshua Collard. Jordan Lopez is now moving in the fourth position, and Alexander Rose now in fifth position in car number 1, as he's got the challenge from William Brock in number 4, and he's also got Mike Becker behind him in number 7. We should mention all three of those drivers, Shelton, Young, and Collard, are all in the top 10 in the points chase coming into this event here today. And also Jordan Lopez, who is way back in the points. I think he's last coming. I think he's last place in the standings coming in this race there. So he has got an excellent run going on in that number 90 car. William Brock has had a satisfying season so far. As I said, a winner this season at California. And Mike Becker has not won a race since last season at the first Talladega race. As well, he's in the 6th position. Joshua Osborne has just taken 7th place away from Zachary Fitzwater, who runs in 8th. 9th right now is Patrick Smith, and Keith Batson runs in 10th place right now as he's taking a spot away from Jesse Turner. Off the 4th turn they come. There's Turner, number 19, as he is now pulled up behind Batson's car. Osborne now being hung up to the high side, number 37, or as they call it in plate racing, being hung out to dry. As they come in the 3rd turn now. And Batson can still continuing to pick off spots right now. He's picked off Patrick Smith in number 11. Mike Becker's now going underneath Jordan Lopez for position. That is for, I think, 6th or 5th maybe, I think. Let's see where Becker's clocked at this time by. He is in 5th position, so he's taken 5th from the car of Lopez in number 90. Meantime, Osborne now begins to roll back on the inside lane as he's pulled up alongside Jesse Turner in number 19. Patrick Smith on the high side as Kat Batson goes inside now in 98. And she's going to bring Kev Shear with her, possibly, in number 71. So Shear right now running in 13th position, and that is the 11 of Patrick Smith being hung out to dry in the 11 car, and now Smith now falls to 13th, Shear up to 12th, maybe 11th now, and he does take 11th from Batson. He might take 10th away from Turner before it's all over with. And look who's moved up for the field. Yep, that 99 car. Remember, Levi McIntyre started 41st in the field. He is already up to 16th in this race. So McIntyre trying to gain back what he lost over at Darlington. Without question, he's following another top 10 points runner. That's Charles Sanford in 41. And Johnny Gardner, I think, is also top 10 as well in the points coming into this event as well. We'll see. There, I'm gonna have to print out a point sheet before the next race on the tour. But by the way, the next race this is the first of 2 straight on the short track here. race to the championship here, as we'll be heading to the Dodge Motordrome for the first time ever in this series. Next on the tour, so that race will replace the Napa Know-How 500 at Atlanta. And McIntyre gets loose coming off the second turn here. He's in 16th. JT Bryant running in 17th. He's having a pretty good run here today. Zorlin and Poteet going at it here, 44 and 22 as they come down to the first turn now. There is Ryan George in there, 23, the winner of the Coca-Cola 600 down in Charlotte earlier this season. As we take you through the field right here, Johnny Gardner being passed down by Quentin Moore. And there's Glenn Duhid, who started back in 40th position. He's worked his way about almost halfway up through the field in the 8 car. Paul Minnick is also in this mix right there. There's from the view from the copter cam. Jason Haywood, who won down in Darlington in the Southern 500 this season. He is running right now in 24th position. Chelsea Bowles 25th, 26th right now is Alexander Rowe, who started in the top 10. Had a high hopes for a good run here today, but he's fallen back just a bit here. There's Ryan Acosta, 27th position, 28th is Shane Lake. 29th right now is a battle 4 between Al Lagacy and this 81 car of Nick Baxter. And there's the classic Gordon versus Earnhardt duel going on right there. Michael Whitman in the Gordon colors. He's running, well, she just now got past Nick Baxter as he's now passed, and he brings Cole Deaver along with him in the 3 car. So we'll see where they're clocked at this time by. Whitman was running 31st the last time by, as he gets by the 33 of Lagacy. So he now moves up to the 29th position. Deaver up to 30th. Nick Baxter still sliding up the racetrack here. Phil Parker goes by. Also, Max Anderson, Ashlyn Boyd, Kyle Langland, Becca Tellier back in 37th. Baranowskis, Plord, Jack Lagacy, and Kyle Matthews started outside pole. He's now back in last place right now in the 42 car. Let's remember Kyle Matthews dropped a couple of positions last race in the points, though, after a wreck at Darlington, who had knocked him out of contention. So he's dropped from 4th place to 6th place in the standings coming into this event. So this will hurt him even more in the points if he finishes back there in last position. So I mean, he's got a long way to go to catch up. And meantime, you're now on board with the leader, Jessica Shelton, as she has led all the way so far. She, as I said, has won Richmond before, but it was in the first Richmond event back, I think, last season. As she, of course, in contention, in hot contention for her 5th championship, as But oh, we got problems come off. We got problems actually going in a 3rd turn. Looks like here. Oh, the leaders better watch out there. There's Shelton going through, and she hits Deaver's car. And Dylan Young, the new leader's got some damage. I think. No, he's not the new leader anymore. The leader is now Joshua Collard. Collard is now the new leader. Becker's now 2nd. Cole Deaver's got some damage, and yet Dylan Young, who was 2nd place, he is banged up badly in the 2 car. So look to me like we had a mess in the 3rd turn on lap number 24. So let's take a look again as to what happened. We are not even halfway through this event there, obviously. Max Anderson was on the inside of Cole Deaver and now Legacy. Let's see what happened come off the second turn. Deaver turns Legacy right there into Max Anderson's car. Deaver spins and gets hooked with Phil Parker. And then Anderson slams into the 9 car of Ashlyn Boyd. Then Nick Baxter gets involved. Tellier piles in. So does Kyle Langland piles in. Plord. Jack Legacy. There's Audra Baranowskis. How Kyle Matthews saved that, I do not know. So craziness. So there's a lot of craziness happening here. Matthews picks up a few positions that way. We talked about how he was running in last place at the moment. There's Deaver going through this whole holocaust that's happened, going through the third and fourth turns. He missed the end of the pit wall. Then Deaver slides, spins right into Legacy's car, Jack Legacy that is, and both of them spin coming off the fourth turn. And here comes the leaders at this point, Shelton. She hits Deaver's car. She at least didn't have much damage to her car. Dylan Young looked like he was going to take the lead, but nope. Collard and Becker's going to take first and second at this point. So we're going to have some interesting in-car camera views from all 3 cars in this whole thing. First on board with Cole Deaver. We're not done yet. So that was from Cole Deaver's view in this whole deal. Now from Jessica Shelton's view. So those two weren't lucky to escape disaster. Now from Kyle Matt, and if you want to know how to miss a crash, here's from Kyle Matthews' perspective. And just in time, green flag is back out on lap number 31 here at Richmond International Raceway. So quite a and oh, Shelton almost got turned by Jordan Lopez in off turn number 2. So that was a wild restart happening here at Richmond here. But yeah, restart back happening on lap 31 though, and perfect timing after what happened. Excuse me. As we said, the lap cars were Cole Deaver and Jack Legacy in the 43 and 87 cars, and now Collard has pulled away. Joshua Collard, that famous number 43, out in front. Mike Becker's now in second position, number 7 car. He's having a great day here today. So now William Brock is now up to 3rd position. Kev Shear's up to 4th. They're about to take 3rd position away from the 4 car. And he's going to bring Zachary Fitzwater with him in 29. Fitzwater's in 5th. Samper running in 6th. Lopez running 7th. 8th right now is Jesse Turner. 9th position is now Quentin Moore in the 75 car. And how about JT Bryant running in 10th position in the 12 car? Great. So I got some surprises up there all of a sudden. Yeah, Minnick is in 11th. Whitman running in 12th position. Joshua Osborne running in 13th right now in the 37 car. So Osborne's going to have quite a points harvest himself. If this finishing order continues on, now is Shelton having trouble a little bit. But right now, that number 43 card has been very so strong these last. Excuse me. And now we got problems coming on the front stretch. And it's Jack Legacy in 87 that's crashed this time. And so it looks like caution number 2 has flown for this event here, and it happened off the second turn like the last time. Jack Legacy gets a bump from behind by Jessica Shelton, and then sends him right into Levi McIntyre's car. Shelton tries to turn Legacy back around, which she does. Legacy gets a save there, and then Becca Tellier decides to pick on the 87 and crash right into him. So it looks like Jack Legacy is going to have some words with the 6 of Becca Tellier for that one. And damage to the back of the Valvoline Ford on Tellier's car from an earlier crash. But yeah, Legacy was a lap down at that point. Yeah, there you go. So lights are off on the pace car here. Joshua Collard is the leader. Second is Mike Becker. Third is now Kev Shearer. Going fourth is Zachary Fitzwater. Fifth is Charles Sanders. Sixth is Quentin Moore. Seventh right now is William Brock. Eighth position is Jordan Lopez. Ninth. Ninth is Jesse Turner. 10th is Michael Whitman. Joshua Osborne's 11th. 12th is Jonathan Zorlin. 13th is Paul Minnick. 14th is Keith Badson. Patrick Smith 15th. Jason Haywood 16th. 17th JT Bryant. 18th Alexander Rowe. 19th Ryan George. And 20th is Phil Parker. That's how they're running right now in this event here today at Richmond. So Joshua Collard leads him down. Green flag back out on lap number 43 as car number 43 is the leader of the event. Cole Deaver trying to get a lap back here, but he's got Kev Shearer behind him. Shearer's going to try to take second away from Mike Becker in number 7 as they come off the 4th turn now. And 3 wide right there. Charles Sanford, Zachary Fitzwater, and Mike Becker. All going toe-to-toe with each other. And now Kev Shearer's close up on the car of Joshua Collard. And Becker's now hung up behind the Deaver car. Now he'll go inside. So anyway, Becker's now up to the 5th position, is running in 5th position now. Jordan Lopez up to 6th in a 90 car. Zachary Fitzwater in 29 running in 7th. And Joshua Osborne's now suddenly up to 8th position. Keith Batson up to 9th. Batson currently 5th place in the standings coming into this event, and he's having a great season even though he's yet to win a race so far. And you look at Patrick Smith moving through the inside. Power moving the 11 team. So Smith now up to the 9th spot now. He's got and there comes Jason Haywood, the winner of the last race in the Tour at Darlington in the Southern 500. He's now up to the 10th position as he has now moved inside. And there comes JT Bryant in the 12 car. Batson still can't get down on the low side. He or Turner either won. And now William Brock moves inside. He's going to hook up with Bryant. And checking out some of the points contenders right there, where they're running at right now. Well, there they are hooked together again. Shelton running in 28 at the moment after leading for almost the first half of the race. Make that 27th position now for Jessica Shelton. Levi McIntyre right now running in 28. And Kyle Matthews, who is another points contender, he's now running in 30th position. So, and here comes McIntyre inside of Shelton for position. Dylan Poteet going by Shelton at the moment, and now Matthews zips on by her. Ten laps to go here at Richmond for Joshua Collard, who is the leader of the event right now. And now Shelton decides to move Matthews up the track, and Shelton gets him at the line there. 29th is where she's at right now. Eight laps to go for Joshua Collard now, excuse me, on that one. And right now he is pulled ahead of Shearer by about now 0.6 of a second, almost 0.6 of a second. Battle for third, Quentin Moore. How about him right there in the 75 car? He's now running in third position in the Morgan Shepherd colors. A great day for him so far. So Quentin Moore on his way to what looks to be a pretty good finish here today, if he can hold on to that third position. And now lap car now sandwiches in between Collard and Shearer at the moment. Now Shearer gets by Baranowskis in the 30 car. Coming down now for 5 laps to go. Can Joshua Collard hold Kev Shearer off? See what happens here. It's now 3800ths of a second this time by, so Shearer lost 100 that time by. Hard to pass on this track at Richmond if you're the leader of the race. That is for sure here. As we said, Moore is third. Sanford now running in fourth position, and that's going to move him up quite a bit in the points. Especially with the problems for the top, with 3 of the top 4 drivers in the points having Lopez in 5th position. And oh, what a points harvest Joshua Osborne is going to get. And he is running in 6th position right now in a 37 car. And these last few races, what more can go right for Osborne? Two laps to go for Joshua Collard. He won the season down at the second race on the tour at Michigan in the Champion Spark Plug 400. He is looking for his second victory of the season, and it'll be his first at Richmond if he holds on as they come off the 4th turn. White flag is out for Joshua Collard as the man from the Jelly Old UK out in front. I think I heard a crash come off the Yep. That is definitely going to end the race. Joshua Collard is going to be a winner here at Richmond as the yellow flag flew along with the white flag. So we'll look at the crash replay here in a second, here in a minute there as we focus in on the finish of this race here. Kev Shearer is going to be second. Third will go to the 75 of Quentin Moore. And off the 4th turn, the STP Pontiac car number 43, Joshua Collard wins the Toyota Care 400 here at Richmond. So Joshua Collard gets his second victory of the season. He won at Michigan, and now he wins here at Richmond. And so that's going to be a real big morale boost for that 43 team that he has gotten. He is, as I said, he came in this race not either in the top 10 or knocking on the door of the top 10. in the point chase, and that crash might have involved Becca Tellier in a 6, possibly. And it did involve Tellier, but she was not the cause, but she didn't start the crash. Yep, looked like the crash involved the 4 of Brock, the 33 of Legacy, and the... Oh, we had a big mess. This happened with 2 laps to go. Al Legacy looked inside of William Brock. That was for 21st position. Brock got loose off the second turn, gets into Legacy, and Brock basically just spun himself right into the inside wall. Hard hit for the 4 and the 33. Deaver gets tapped, and the Levi McIntyre got involved in the 99 car as well. Baranowskis involved, Shane Lake involved, the 8 car of Glenn Duhit involved. And Levi McIntyre, who was getting ready to gain some points on a couple of the top 5 contenders in the points, suddenly finds his Exide Barris Ford dead. And Ashlyn Boyd involved as well. And Shelton spun as well in the 94 car. I don't know how she got involved. Yeah, she was clear of the whole thing that happened, and then, oh gosh. Yep, she hit the end of the pit walls. What happened? And boom goes Kyle Matthews. He gets into Shelton, and then Johnny Gardner looked like he got a piece of it too. And then Cole Deaver gives her insult to injury as he hits Shelton's guard. And Tellier in the 6, she spun as well, come off the 4th turn. So you crash in the 3rd turn. Sometimes you pay for it in the 4th turn as well, as we saw what happened earlier to Cole Deaver. And William Brock just kind of mowing the grass here at Richmond. But a tough break for 3 of our top 5 points contenders here, and on the very last lap of the race. For Matthews, Shelton, and McIntyre. And all 3 of our camera cars were in this one. Let's take a ride with all 3 of them. First, Cole Deaver's view. Brother. And now from Jessica Shelton's view, she looked like she was clear. She had gone through the whole crash, and then this happens. And Jess obviously couldn't get her car to start back up, and so therefore she got knocked out of the race. And now from Kyle Matthews' perspective, he too was through it like Shelton was, and then unlike Shelton, Matthews was able to get his car to start back up, and he finished the race. So that will do it here at Richmond, and what was a wild last couple of laps on this racetrack. Oh my goodness. So 27 races are in the books here. Joshua Collard wins his 2nd of the season as he wins the Toyota Care 400, average speed 104.332. Second place was Kev Shearer, Quentin Moore 3rd, Charles Sanford 4th, Joshua Osborne got a 5th place run like I said, what more can go right for him these last few races here especially after winning the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis. Jordan Lopez was 6th, 7th was Mike Becker. A good day for him. JT Bryant 8th, Ryan George 9th, and Zachary Fitzwater comes home in 10th position. Going 11th was Patrick Smith in car number 11. Jason Haywood 12th, Paul Minnick 13th, Alexander Rowe 14th. Phil Parker avoids all the trouble to finish 15th. Michael Whitman 16th, Cat Batson 17th, Jesse Turner 18th, Jonathan Zorlin 19th. Ryan Acosta will end up finishing in 20th. Keith Batson 21st, 22nd was Chelsea Bowles 23rd, Dylan Poteet, Shane Lake 24th, and Glenn Duhit was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 25th. Al Lagacy was counted an accident, 26th position. Kyle Matthews 27th, so good recovery for him after being last place for a while in that race. William Brock 28th, 29th, Becca Tilliard 30th was Johnny Gardner 31st, Audra Baranowskis, Levi McIntyre 32nd, Jessica Shelton 33rd, 34th was Ashlyn Boyd, and the last car to finish was Cole Deaver in 35th. And the rest of the cars out of the race here: Jack Legacy, Dylan Young, Nick Baxter, Preston Plord, Max Anderson, and Kyle Langland. So, like I said, 3 of the top 5 points contenders crashed out of or had problems had problems because of crashes and what have you. But the only 2 that didn't was Keith Batson and Joshua Osborne. So I tell you, this keeps up. We might see a top 2 of Osborne and Batson. Would know whichever order it's going to be. That's going to be the question. But it was another Joshua Collard, that dominates today here at Richmond International Wrestling. He takes the 2nd victory of the season. And so, the jelly old Brits are happy over that one. Near today, they'll be tearing Richmond down. That's for darn sure. So anyway, that'll do it here today at Richmond International Raceway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We have everything on this channel. We got races, gaming videos, whatever the person of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. And please be sure to check out Seth's Tax Layer Truck Series, Pizza Hut X Series, and Hershey's Cup Series. Please be sure to check out those races, and you will not regret it. Because some of the best races you'll find in the inner offline community is right here in the NNSCRA. So. Next race on the tour will be at the Dodge Motordrome for the running of the Dodge Mopar 500. And for now, this is James Qualls. This is the production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?